All right, Real Housewives season 16, episode 9. This is my review. I actually took notes this time, so I'm on my professional shit. Okay. All right, let's start it out. Okay, so Kelly had a birthday for her dog. Love it. Love it. I love when pets have birthdays, but it's like, ever since that news about Kelly being back in her rents, hit the blogs, baby, I've been side-eyeing everything. Like, I don't mean to be a pocket watcher, but that's just what comes with the show. Okay? Had a little birthday, whatnot. It had a little performance for the dogs, which I thought was cute. Yeah. What else happened? Girl, let's talk about the dog. Okay, so when they say non-animal tested, Kelly's dog is not included in that. Like Kelly's dog is not included in that. Anything that is possible for that dog to have, that dog has had it done. Okay, the dog has her nails done. Is it even a girl? I think it's a girl. Her nails done. Okay, eyelashes. Girl, what? The dog is dyed tackily, like, and she's saying it costs $1,000. I'm like, girl, for that dye job? Yeah, they got you. Anyways, that was that. Next, we have Portia, okay, is at her mom's house because she cannot film at her own house. Yes, she's the Real Housewife without her own house. Yeah. I mean, technically it is hers and Simon's. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Portia, just cut your losses. Start over. I mean, you ain't got no choice. Really. I don't know. Y'all think Portia gonna keep the house? I don't know, child. No. But anyway, so Portia is talking to her mom and her sister about what happened with Angela, and in the last episode where she said she was gonna fuck her husband. Anyways, so they're kikiing or whatever, right? About what had happened, what was said, and then I noticed Portia had something to say about she was laughing about Angela. Somebody called Angela Big Bird, and she was just laughing about it. But my thing is, like, what's there to laugh at? Are y'all referring to Angela's height? Because Angela is a tall woman. Yes, she is. I think she's 6 foot. But not for nothing, Portia, you like 3 to 4 inches away from being, 6 foot yourself. So it's like, what is there to laugh about? You a big bitch too. Nothing wrong with that, but what are we doing, Portia? Like, it was super noticeable when she was sitting next to Dennis in the confessional. Dennis pulled a chair up and, like, he sat right next to her, and I'm like, damn, Dennis, compared to Portia, she a big woman. And there's nothing wrong with that. My thing is that, how you gonna laugh at Angela being big, and, like, big as in, like, you tall? Of course you're gonna have to be, like, big, statuesque. And you big yourself, Portia. Hello? So Shamia is trying to have another IVF baby. And honestly speaking, like, even through having the child through IVF and all that, like, you think it'd be, like, easier for Shamia to go through having another child. But personally, I don't see Shamia as somebody who's ready to have another child. And she's not even carrying it herself. That's the thing. Like, you are not ready for another child. Not right now. Okay? You need to be happy with what you got. This is what happens. Like, y'all not realizing the blessings y'all got, like, right in front of you, like, right here, right now. Okay? That's the same shit that happened to Portia. Portia did not realize how blessed she was before Simon and shit like that. Like, she had her own house. Okay? She had 2 jobs. 2 good paying jobs. She had Pilar. She was blessed. And she went and fucked all that up. Being greedy. Get what I'm saying? Now she got to start all over from scratch. Sell pillowcases and shit. Check out Pampered by Portia, y'all. Help her out. Alright, can we get into Angela's red confessional look? Now, she did look great. She looked hot, okay? What threw me off was her choice in shoes. Like, I think she was wearing, like, a beige shoe with a red dress, and it just threw me off when they, like, zoomed out, and I was like, what the fuck do you got on your feet? Like, no ma'am, that was a little miss. That's a miss. Otherwise, the look was stunning. Okay, she looked amazing. So Angela meets Charles, and she tells him about Nashville, and, like, that's the thing with the show. I'm like, it's been days since this trip, right? Like, how's he just now hearing about it? Like, do y'all just sit in the house and just not tell each other until like the cameras cut on? I don't know. But anyways, she's telling him about the Nashville trip. And you know, one thing I just don't like about Charles is that like he don't have Angela's back, I guess. Like, cause Angela's trying to make a joke about it, about how like Charles is more inclined to play devil's advocate and take the other person's side when it comes to her. And I feel like that's fucked up. Like, your man should have your back. He should have your back. Like, no matter what. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that. But if she like it, I love it. Anyways. So she tells him about the Nashville trip. And, pretty much Charles don't give a fuck. Charles doesn't care, okay? Not too much, at least, So, yeah. That was pretty much it, baby. Next scene, Portia had this girl from South Africa come in. She gonna be the new living nanny, and I was just so confused as to why Portia needs a living nanny at this point in her life. I don't think she's that booked and busy. This not even me trying to be shady. I just don't think she's that booked and busy. Like, maybe with court appearances, but even with that, like, girl, you could drop her off at Lauren's house. I don't think she's doing anything. But anyways, yeah, so she got the little South African girl. She came over, and then like she left right after, which makes no sense. Like, okay, she did a little pop in, a little walk through, a little cameo, and I'm like, this don't make no sense. But okay, if you like it, I love it, Portia. If it makes sense, go ahead, girl. So, after that, what happened? Let me check my notes, child. Okay. Oh yeah, we do hear about the Dennis and Drew thing. Portia's forcing this to be something that it's not. She's claiming that Dennis and Drew hooked up. You can't tell me that Dennis and Drew hooked up. I just don't see it. I feel like this is something that Portia is just like, trying to bring up. She keeps bringing it up in order to not talk about her own life, which is, I feel like, girl, find something else. Find something else. Because what? We do not care. Alright, so next we got Cynthia in her Bailey Q. Come on, friend of the show. I feel like Cynthia is a great friend of the show. She's basically a Real Housewives of Atlanta godmother at this point. I feel like this was the role that Kenya was supposed to have along with Cynthia. Just like carry the show along, be the godmothers, But, it just didn't go that way. It didn't go that way, as y'all know. So, she's having a Bailey Q. She has a prophet come. I don't know what the fuck you mean by a prophet, but okay. She has a prophet come and, just give them vague advice. Reiterate stuff that she's seen in the blogs, I'm sure. Atlanta scammer shit, but it's okay. It's okay. The theme of the Bailey Q was, Black power colors, Black pride colors. The reds, blacks, greens, yellows, okay? Did the ladies stick on theme? No. Most of them came through with black. Brittany was in black, I think. Kelly, I see a little, I see where she had, the little, the theme. I seen the theme a little bit in her outfit. She did have the ponytail with like the little jewels in the back. I guess. Angela came in with a bright yellow, I don't even know. I think brunch dress. I don't know. They all looked a hot mess. Portia came in pink. Okay. Shamia did come in theme. Did I like her outfit though? No. I just feel like they could have did better. But it is what it is. Drew showed up. Until then, I didn't even know that she was gone from the episode, honestly. But, Drew went through some shit last episode. Was it last episode when Ralph was outside the courthouse celebrating the fact that he could stay in her basement? I don't know. Anyways, check out part 2 on my page because we reaching the 10-minute mark. So check out part 2 and we'll finish up this review.